Fasting is a great strategy to implement for weight loss, but what you eat after you break your fast and what to avoid are just as important. And I'm going to share my simple meals that contain the ideal foods for breaking a fast, and they can be made in minutes. There are lots of fasting protocols out there, from intermittent fasting to longer fasts like a 36 to 72 hour fast, even extended fasts where people will fast for 5 days or longer. And people lose weight from fasting because the body goes into a fat burning mode since there's no insulin release, since we're not eating. Anytime insulin is released, your body goes into like storing and just using up those macronutrients that were consumed. So it's not focused on burning fat. People also lose weight from fasting because their overall calories they consume when they are eating is lower because they're only consuming 1 to 3 meals a day, or sometimes even not eating for that day. That's why it's important to eat the right foods when you break your fast. You don't want to gorge yourself and overeat because that can lead to eating too many calories and then we're not getting the benefits that we want to see. Fasting also slows down your digestion, so if you're fasting for a longer period of time, like anything over 24 hours, you need to slowly wake up that digestive system because it hasn't been working. You want to wake up that digestive system, get all those enzymes flowing just to limit those effects like bloating, gas, just cramping, overall uncomfortable digestive side effects. When you go to break your fast, it's best to consume a small, easy to digest meal and then wait 30 to 60 minutes and then just have a normal meal. And I don't want to be cooking for a long time when I break my fast, so that's why I have some simple meal ideas that really don't involve a whole lot of effort but contain the right foods that you need to break your fast. But before your first meal, it's best to replenish those electrolytes. And you can do this by consuming bone broth, or what I like to do is have unflavored electrolytes by Element, which is my sponsor of today's video. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte formula of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. I like it for rehydrating and replenishing those electrolytes lost during fasting. For this situation, it's best to go with their unflavored electrolytes, but they do have flavors that are delicious, like watermelon, orange, citrus, raspberry. They even have chocolate. I also love that it doesn't contain sugar or coloring. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serving packets free with any Element order. It's a great way to try all 8 flavors or just to share with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/KetoFocus. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/KetoFocus. The types of foods you eat when breaking a fast matters because some foods are harder to digest than others. You want to avoid dairy, nuts, and raw vegetables. All of these can be taxing on a sleepy digestive system. So let's talk about what you can eat. Avocados. They're one of the best foods you can consume when breaking a fast. They have healthy fat, which is what your body's craving after a long period of not eating. And it also helps you to prevent overeating when breaking a fast because it fills you up faster. Plus, they have fiber, which is important to get that digestive system rolling after fasting. And they also have potassium, which is one of those essential electrolytes that you need because it's been depleted after fasting. They're softer, so they don't require a whole lot of breakdown from your stomach acids. I would try to eat like a quarter to a half of an avocado, and you can flavor it by adding a little bit of salt to it, and this also will replenish some of your electrolytes. Protein is another great food to eat when breaking a fast. It's going to replenish any sort of protein that might have been lost during fasting, and it's easier to digest, especially if you get a leaner form like fish or chicken. And I have no interest in cooking when I'm breaking my fast, so I opt for pre-cooked protein sources. You could use tuna fish, look for the mercury-free kind, or wild-caught tuna. You could also get shredded chicken from your deli counter at the grocery store. That's a great option. It's already cooked. They've done the work for you. Even hard-boiled eggs, although some people can't tolerate eggs, so I'd probably stay away from that if you're sensitive to eggs. One quick meal that I'll eat is a tuna avocado boat. You're getting your fat, fiber, and potassium from the avocado and the protein from the tuna. I add a little bit of mayo and a little bit of lemon juice for flavor. And if you don't want the half of an avocado, you could just do this on a quarter of an avocado too. And this is the perfect balanced meal to hold you over until your regular meal. Instead of raw vegetables, you want to enjoy cooked vegetables, especially cruciferous vegetables because they have a higher nutrient content. But they can be harder to digest if you eat them raw, which is why you prefer them to have them cooked. So my remedy for this to make things super simple so I'm not having to cook vegetables is to use shelf-stable cauliflower rice. This is already pre-cooked. You don't really have to heat anything up, although you could. and it's softened and easy to digest. And I'll mix this in with some shredded chicken and a little bit of sauce, but you could just add salt and pepper or even a little bit of olive oil. But I just find like a tablespoon of sauce, and this is the sauce that I'm using. It's pretty clean. This will go a long way to help adding flavor to this dish. Chia seeds are another great option to have when breaking your fast. They have soluble fiber, which increases the absorption of nutrients from other foods after fasting. And it's easy to make chia pudding the night before you want to end your fast. Remember, we're avoiding dairy, so instead I'm going to use coconut milk. Add in a half a cup of coconut milk with 2 tablespoons of chia seeds and 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. And we'll let that sit overnight. And you could stop right there and just have this, or you could add some berries. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of blueberries, combine that with 2 tablespoons of water, let it cook in a saucepan until you get a blueberry sauce that forms, and then just pour that over your chia pudding. So far we have avocados, protein, cooked vegetables, and chia seeds. So if you want to combine that all together, let's make the ultimate meal, which is going to be a poke bowl. Poke bowls are made with raw fish, and they usually are made with a sushi grade salmon, and I'll have one listed down below that I get it from. It's a mail order company. It arrives frozen. It is high quality sushi grade salmon, and I'll thaw it in cold water before having, and then pat it dry and slice it into bite-sized pizzas. And you know this is high quality fish because it doesn't have any sort of fishy smell. Then add in a squeeze of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of tamari, a teaspoon of sesame seed oil, a 1/4 of an avocado, green onions. Yes, these are raw, but they're going to be a little bit easier to digest. And sesame seeds, or you could use chia seeds. And then you can serve this over cauliflower rice. Then top with sriracha if you must, because I must. This meal combines all of those easy to digest foods that are essential for breaking a fast and to help supplement our goals. Once you've had your small meal out of the way to help wake up that digestive system, you can go ahead and have a normal meal 30 to 60 minutes later. And I have some ideal recipes for that, some that you will probably be craving if you've been fasting. Just click right here to watch.